Welcome to Orlando Matters on this Saturday morning. Today we're talking tech. Welcome back to Orlando Matters. Today we're talking tech, more specifically the future of technology. I have my tech power panel here today. One of the biggest issues a lot of companies are facing when they expand operations is finding a skilled workforce that can actually do those jobs. Joining us this morning, Tom Jelneck. You see him often on Fox 35. He is the president of On Target Web Solutions. Tom, thanks for joining us today on the tech power panel. We got a new title for you
today, though.
Without Pink. You should have joined in.
I didn't get the memo.
Okay, you own a small company.
I do.
Are you able to find the talent you need here in town to fill the jobs that you have to fill?
Absolutely, and the times are so exciting right now with having Full Sail right up the street and UCF right up the street. So, I mean, are they pounding down the doors? No, but I know I can go to them and partner with these universities to get the brightest of the brightest.
You know, and Leslie, over at Florida Tech, you guys are training for a lot of these jobs too. Yes. Explain what you guys are doing over there to make sure that when your graduates leave, they're ready to work at companies like his and like David's as well.
Right. We have a 96% placement rate. So within 6 months, our students are in jobs, and the majority of our students are in science and engineering. Our computer science students have jobs before they even graduate. So, you know, we are putting out good quality talent in our region. I'm hearing that our companies are finding the talent. There are some gaps in terms of experience gaps. They would like to have developers with more coding experience, but that will come.
Right.
That's funny because that's something that you had said on Good Day Orlando one day. The number one thing that you think people need to learn? Coding. Why is that so important for across all jobs, you said?
Because it's a framework, it's a thought process, right? It's helping us structure the way that we run a company. It's helping us structure the way we even work on a project. So, these students have this mindset and this framework of coding. This is very logical, right? That's a huge benefit to me and my company and my clients.
Now, David, I'm sure you hear this all the time with the Florida Tech Journal. Are you hearing the same thing that you're hearing from these guys all the time, that, yeah, we got the people here, we just need to expand it now?
Absolutely.
When you talk to companies, what are they looking for that you hear?
It's good talent. They're looking for venture capital. Those are usually the top two issues, talent and capital.
How do we keep these grads here? You guys are churning out grads. UCF, Full Sail, they're churning out grads. The problem is the brain drain, like we hear in a lot of cities. I don't know how bad it is here, but how do we keep the people here where a student graduates from Florida Tech and says, okay, I want to work in the tech sector in Orlando?
Well, one thing you're doing is we're providing some really good work environments, and we've got people that are coming from Silicon Valley. Jonathan Taylor of Voxeo is a good example. Started the company here, relocated to Silicon Valley, came back, got a cool company, and is attracting some great talent there. And they exited this year for last year for $150 million. That same individual starting new companies, and he's reinvesting into companies. And so that's sort of the cycle of talent and capital and that sort of thing. So.
Now, Leslie, you said you had talked to, what, 30 companies, right? Are they saying the same thing? Hey, we've got everything in place. We just got to expand it now.
And I think when you look at the techies.com that rated us as the tech boom, you need a vibrant place to live. You need the restaurants. You need the music, like in Atlanta. You need the great places to live. And I think things like Creative Village, where we're going to concentrate and have those kind of vibrant living areas. You need transportation, public transportation. So we're getting there. We're getting there. We need those kind of quality of life elements to keep the kind of talent that we're looking for.
Tom, you hang out with all these techies. Are they seeing what they need to see in Orlando with the Creative Village on the way?
Yeah, certainly. And I think the video is a huge eye-opener for folks in town because, we're well known for our hospitality, we're well known for tourism, so kind of changing the mindset, or I should say adding on top of the mindset of this is really who Orlando is, I think that helps a tremendous amount for the talent to stay here.
I was down at WonderWorks just a couple of weeks ago, and they had that monitor when you first come in, and it talks about all the technology changes, and they said 4 of the top jobs in demand last year weren't even jobs 15 years ago. So really, you guys have to train students right now for jobs that don't even exist.
Absolutely.
How difficult is that?
You just have to stay on the forefront of what's going on in biomedical, cybersecurity. Things are moving towards mobile commerce. I think just staying on the leading edge of where technology going, and then really staying close to industry and talking to the companies and saying, where do you see, what do you fear, what are you going to need to hire in 5-10 years is going to be the key.
You guys are much more technologically savvy than I am, but it scares me to death to think that my daughters in middle school and younger are training for jobs that don't even exist right now.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a changing world. Okay, we're going to be back in just a few minutes to wrap up the show. Also talk about the Consumer Electronics Show that was just held in Vegas. What does that show tell us about the future of tech here in Orlando? Our Power Panel's back with their final thoughts right after this. This year's Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas was a glimpse into the future. Once again, showcased all the technology that's going to dominate our lives, not only in the future, but right now as well. We're talking everything from 3D printers to home robots and even whole house operating systems that monitor every move you make inside the house and even monitors moves being made in the house while you're gone. Now, you may like it, you may not. There was a good presence of Orlando companies once again at CES, with more likely to pop up in the future. So we're going to begin our final thoughts this morning with that issue. In Orlando, where do we go from here to make sure that the marketplace is okay for future tech companies on an international scale? Let's start. Orlando X. What exactly is it, and what does that tell you about the future here?
Orlando X is a 5-day international digital festival that we're planning for next October that will bring 80,000 people from across the United States and even the world here to experience 3 key areas that we're a world leader in. That's interactive media, the digital arts, and entertainment technology. And these folks are going to experience projects, startup launches, oh man,
a lot going on. Let me stop you with that. 80,000 people coming here for that. That's going to really launch us onto the nationals or worldwide scene there, won't it?
Yeah.
80,000. It's funny to me how 80,000 people come to Orlando and the town barely blinks because it's not the 54 million we normally see. Let's talk about you. You said the future of tech here depends on getting the right people for you. What are you looking for as an employer?
It's interesting. I look for students that have an entrepreneurial drive. Like, I want to see them come to me with amazing, innovative ideas. I'm getting older, right? These guys have some amazing, powerful ideas, and I'm looking for that in applicants is, you know, what problems can you help us solve? And to your point, those jobs that don't even exist yet, how do I know that I can scale these students and have them work?
We have kids about the same age. Does that freak you out as much as me, knowing that they're going to be working in something that doesn't exist right now?
Absolutely. And I watch my daughters grow with these tablets and these machines, and I'm like, what are you going to do next?
Yeah, my 3rd grader fixed my iPhone last night, kind of give you an idea of how far behind and how far ahead they are. Now, Leslie, you say we need more serial entrepreneurs here. Why is that? How's that going to help Orlando?
I hear consistently that from a development, software developers, they want them more entrepreneurial focused because they need to understand the customer. But then we have a lot of good technology, good IP, but we need the successful entrepreneurs that can take that technology successfully into the marketplace. So we need to also attract successful serial entrepreneurs, so those that can come in, take these great tech ideas, and take the companies to the levels that they need to get. And when that starts to begin to happen, we grow profitable companies. That begins to attract the kind of capital, venture capital, private equity.
What we're missing compared to Silicon Valley? Is the VC what we're missing right now?
We are, but we're going to get there. I think we're still adolescent in our stage of becoming a tech hub, but we're on the right path. If we take care of these kinds of companies that have investment potential, we vet them properly, we tell the story properly, we make it easy for venture capitalists to come here and preview deals, we can get there.
Now, you used to be the president of the chamber as well. I can just imagine selling Orlando as a tech startup place has got to be a whole lot easier than Ohio. No offense to Ohio, Missouri, whatever it might be. And then if you start up in California, you're going to pay exorbitant taxes and fees. It's got to be kind of an easy sell getting these companies here, right?
Yes, absolutely. A much more beneficial tax structure, lower cost for talent. Yeah, high, you know, no snow days.
That's right. We have daylight savings days that people might call in sick for, but the snow days are good. So, last thoughts, anybody? I mean, it looks like we're on the right path here, doesn't it?
I think when you look at the creativity and innovation from our hospitality and entertainment, mix it with all our tech hub, we have an amazing and very unique place here.
We'll have to leave it at that. Guys, thanks so much for my power panel today. Do appreciate you guys coming in. I enjoyed this. I learned a lot today. I want to thank again David Glass, Florida Technical Journal, Leslie Helema with Florida Tech, and Tom Jelneck on Target Web Solutions. Guys, it's been a pleasure. Appreciate it. All right, if you're looking for more local morning news, Good Day Orlando starts at 8 o'clock this morning on our sister station, Fox 35. Make sure you join us next week for another edition of Orlando Matters. Have a great weekend. Get outside and enjoy yourself.